On Friday, July 26th, this is Bitcoin TV's Chinese channel. Where is Billion? I am Michael in Nashville. Let's first look at the closest data to money in the crypto world over the past 24 hours. As of 11 a.m. today, Bitcoin rebounded above $67,000. What does the advanced Coinbase indicator show? On June 28th, when Bitcoin was at $60,000, the Coinbase index clearly started to rise. As of today, Bitcoin has fallen back to the equilibrium line, around $66,000, with a slight possibility of entering the negative value range. Additionally, the lagging Kimchi Premium Index from South Korea over the past 3 months remains in a slight positive premium range, but the premium trend has significantly shrunk. After Bitcoin fell below $56,000, the Kimchi Index began to show a slight recovery. As of July 26th, Bitcoin has been steadily rising over the past week, but the Kimchi Index in South Korea has not reacted much and has continued to decline. In simple terms, the sentiment of short-term market investors is gradually stabilizing. All right, let's take another look at Solana. In June, there was a surge of celebrity tokens on the Solana blockchain, with 30 different celebrity tokens being issued across the entire chain. Since their launch, these tokens have dropped an average of 94%. Among these 30 tokens, the top 4 best-performing ones have still fallen by 70% from their historical highs. The remaining 7 tokens have all dropped by more than 90%. As of yesterday, the token with the highest drop was Leon Pop, with the token of the same name falling by 88.89%. Jason Bruno dropped by 88.67%, and Zach Morris fell by 84%. Despite the heavy losses, some tokens remain very active. For example, Carver's token has plummeted 99.7% from its all-time high, with its market cap now only at $400,000. However, this hasn't stopped people from actively promoting it on social media. Overall, our statistics show that 40% of celebrities have tweeted about tokens at least once. Most people are very active, but the level of activity is rapidly declining. Only a few are truly involved in the development of tokens. But how successful are they? The degree of success varies. Now let's take a look at the situation of long-term holders. The SOPR value above 1 indicates selling at a profit, while below 1 indicates selling at a loss. In the past month, even during a significant pullback, this value remained above 2, indicating that most long-term investors were still selling at a high profit. Early profit-taking chips, represented by Grayscale, continued to sell at a profit. Additionally, the data for short-term holders is not increasing, but rather decreasing, staying around 1. Many people are in a wait-and-see mode, waiting for Bitcoin to choose a new direction. Their sentiment is clearly more inclined towards selling at a loss rather than selling at a profit. This indicates that this group of short-term investors is very prone to panic and greed. This kind of behavior is destined to gradually erode their capital, eventually leading them to exit the market. As the saying goes, this is a cadre, so in a bull market, everyone should avoid easily giving in during short-term trading. Stop loss is not an option. Please like and turn on the little bell. We will help you sort out the latest 24-hour news in the crypto world. Undoubtedly, the hottest topic in the first half of this year is AI, including AI concept coins in the crypto world, which have also seen significant gains. However, recently, it seems like the AI bubble is starting to burst. The US stock market experienced Black Wednesday, with the 7 major tech giants plummeting together and the Nasdaq index dropping more than 3%, marking the largest single-day decline since 2022. After Tesla and Alphabet released disappointing financial reports, all 4 major US stock market indices fell, and market sentiment also affected Bitcoin. Bitcoin once fell below the $64,000 mark, and recently, Mt. Gox repaid 12,216 Bitcoins to creditors, raising concerns about whether the selling pressure from these coins would exacerbate the situation. This market is clearly driven by emotions, as the price of Ethernet also fell below the critical level. The $3,500 mark since March 1st, Ethereum has been hovering around this level for a long time. So, my question is, should you buy Ethereum at this price now?
Anonymous cryptocurrency trader Sheldon said that the price of Ethereum is around $3,200 and has now entered the buy range, but they warned that once the exchange ETF, the huge impact of the coin's recent rally took effect, and this situation may not last. Shelton further predicted that Ethereum could reach $4,000 in the next week or two, reiterating that the 2 entry points they recommend are entry points where you ride them to the next all-time high. SwiftX chief market analyst Pav Hondar also believes that Ethereum will reach an all-time high of $4,190 in the near future.
Well, I think that the flows on the Bitcoin side, some of these funds have 10, 15, 19 billion dollars in them, right? I mean, these are real money that's moving into these things. What I do think is interesting about the Ethereum ETF approval, and probably the thing I've taken away the most, is less about Ethereum and more about the rest of the market. What this signals to me is that all of the altcoins are going to come to Wall Street. It may take a while.
Deadline. According to Farside data on July 25th, the total outflow of Ethereum ETF was $263 million. Among them, BlackRock, Fidelity, 21 shares Invesco, and Franklin. The daily net inflow was zero. Grayscale ETH net inflow was $58.1 million. Bitwise net inflows in a single day were $16.3 million. VanEck was $8 million. Grayscale ETH. A net amount of $346.2 million was set aside in a single day.
So many people are asking, why has there been no movement since the launch of the Ethernet ETF? In the investment world, do you want to make quick money or stable money? Without a decline, there can be no rise. If you are too anxious in the investment world, especially in the crypto world, there are 1,000 pitfalls waiting for you. As the saying goes, you get scammed as soon as you step out. If you don't believe it, you can try it yourself. I've repeatedly told everyone that Bitcoin's ETF also started with a decline after its launch, dropping from $48,000 to $39,000 in 2 weeks before it began to rise and break previous highs. So, Ethereum is the same. It requires time and patience. If you ask who is the most influential in the crypto world, I think the world's richest man, Elon Musk, can confidently claim the second spot, and no one would dare to claim the first. Everyone remembers the days when Dogecoin would skyrocket whenever he endorsed it. Of course, Elon Musk is quite busy now with Tesla and XAI, so it's been a while since he promoted Dogecoin. But last week, after former President Donald Trump narrowly dodged a bullet, all privately owned cryptocurrencies related to EOS were revived, and it also gave a boost to the entire cryptocurrency market. The rebound exceeded 15%, so Donald Trump is confirmed to attend the 2024 Bitcoin conference, which will create another wave of enthusiasm. This has indeed elevated his favorability in the crypto space to another level. On the other hand, Trump's competitor Kamala Harris hasn't been as fortunate. Recently, some of her tweets criticizing cryptocurrencies have been dug up.
In the past few hours, a tweet broke that Kamala Harris, the Democratic presidential candidate of the United States, had privately stated that Bitcoin is the money of criminals, which sparked widespread discussion in the community. Thousands of tweets quoted this sentence and severely criticized Kamala Harris. The first person to post this tweet was the Bitcoin 2024 Bailey. The organizer of the conference confirmed that Kamala Harris would not attend. 7 Moon 25-27. After the Bitcoin Summit on 24. In a tweet on the 14th, he mocked Kamala Harris for pretending to like Bitcoin and then screwing up the crypto industry. Although Mark Cuban recently stood up for Kamala Harris and wanted to canvass for her, unfortunately this wave of effect was minimal.
However, the source of the information has not been disclosed, and no credible impartial statements regarding this matter have been found. Some people even believe that Bailey is angry with Kamala Harris because she has not expressed any intention to attend the Bitcoin conference, thus avoiding a confrontation with Donald Trump. So, this tweet might be a way to show her a thing or two, right? Of course, we need to return to the question of what Kamala Harris's stance on cryptocurrencies actually is. Historically speaking, Kamala Harris has rarely made public statements about cryptocurrencies. However, from the publicly available financial data, we can see that she and her partner have never bought cryptocurrencies or hoarded them. Their investments are mostly focused on stocks in emerging market countries. Therefore, we can only speculate about her stance, but speculation carries a certain risk, especially considering the Democratic Party's tendency to say one thing and do another. If Kamala Harris becomes president of the United States, it could affect the crypto community. Who would you vote for? Let me know your answer in the comments section. Let's turn our attention back to China. The internet entrepreneurship environment in China is quite barren. Do you remember the early days, when NFTs were particularly popular? In 2021, a domestic version called self-supplied NFTs, also known as digital products, emerged. Major internet giants rushed to cash in. Ant Group had Jingtan, Tencent had Huanhe, Baidu had iSunyu, and JD.com had Lingxi. Recently, JD.com. You could say it dropped a major bombshell in the market. What are they up to? They are going to issue a stablecoin. Yes, you heard it right, it's JD.com, the shopping website, and it's even issued by China. When I heard this news, my first reaction was that JD.com is really bold.
Yesterday, according to Kalianshi, JD CoinChain Technology Hong Kong will issue a cryptocurrency stablecoin anchored to the Hong Kong dollar at a 1.1 ratio in Hong Kong. JD CoinChain Technology Hong Kong, as a subsidiary of JD Technology Group, is the only potential stablecoin issuer under JD. The official website shows that the stablecoin will be issued on a public blockchain. It also emphasizes that each JD stablecoin can be redeemed at a ratio of 1:1, and its reserves are composed of highly liquid and credible assets, which are safely stored in independent accounts of licensed financial institutions, and the integrity of the reserves is strictly verified through regular disclosure and audit reports.
Wow, that really surprised me. So it's a Hong Kong dollar stablecoin. The impact it brings is really incomparable to that of a renminbi stablecoin. That's a relief. Of course, JD.com participating in the Hong Kong dollar stablecoin should be playing the role of the financier and redeemer, because JD.com is still considered a tech giant and has ample funds, right? Of course, we need to see what happens after the Hong Kong dollar stablecoin is issued. To what extent can it participate in the entire cryptocurrency market's transactions? And in what form will it be issued, and on which chain? These are very crucial pieces of information, and we will continue to follow up on this news for everyone. A week ago, the southern region of Russia experienced a massive power outage, affecting the daily lives of millions of residents for 24 hours. For more than a day, there was no light or water, and even the police began to intervene in local protests. So, in the face of this severe situation, President Putin believes that the responsibility lies with cryptocurrency mining. He pointed out that cryptocurrency mining consumes a large amount of local electricity, exacerbating Russia's power shortage problem. However, this claim sparked controversy among some citizens and stakeholders. In a very short time, Putin's stance changed significantly. Perhaps influenced by the sanctions from the SWIFT system, Putin quickly revised his statement, emphasizing, "Is the global outlook for cryptocurrency really that promising? It is necessary to consider introducing regulations related to mining." This was said a week ago, and guess what? The regulations are here today.
The Russian State Duma has passed a bill to legalize Bitcoin mining and allow the use of cryptocurrencies for international trade. The bill was first proposed a few years ago and is expected to be enacted in 9 Moon. According to local reports, the vote at this meeting was clear, 404 votes in favor, accounting for the total number of votes 89.8%. There were no negative votes or abstentions. The bill establishes a regulatory framework to oversee cryptocurrency mining activities, ensure compliance with tax regulations, and prevent illegal operations. A key feature of the bill is the authorization of Bitcoin mining. In addition to this, Russia is also considering formally legalizing stablecoins for international transactions.
Of course, if you delve into this regulation, what is the biggest compliance condition? It's taxation. What is the biggest advantage of mining in Russia? It's cheap electricity. At its lowest, the electricity cost can be calculated to be just over 1 jiao in renminbi, which is definitely an advantage. However, 2 years ago, when China banned all miners from mining and miners scattered everywhere, including some of my machines that went to Russia, what was the result? It was like throwing a meat bun to a dog, never to return. Initially, the conditions were discussed very favorably, but after a while, once your computing power is maxed out, they start to close the door and beat the dog, and kill the donkey after the grinding is done. People can leave, but the machines must stay. This is the business logic in Russia. So, after Russia starts imposing taxes, will its low electricity costs still be attractive? Only time will tell. All right, let's look at today's OK Express. On our members-only trading day, we used 200,000 U to engage in buy low, sell high trading with our supply friends, following trades to get a feel for trading. Many people pursue a perfect trading solution, but you need to understand that often there will be times when you have a perfect operation, like entering at the lowest point and selling at the highest point. For your entire trading career, you need to know this is called. It's meaningless, yet many people boast about such things their entire lives. In fact, no matter how we choose, it's inevitable that we will exit too early, missing out on a significant portion of the profits, or we will see profits retract because we exited too late. When facing these issues, we actually consider them very normal. As long as you operate according to your established trading rules, the outcome doesn't matter. This kind of trading is the perfect trade, worth pursuing and sticking to. As for market movements outside your rules, they are irrelevant to you, so don't mind them. If you insist on trying to sell at the highest point and buy at the lowest point, I can tell you that you will pay a heavy price and ultimately find it not worth the effort. So, short-term trading tests your patience, your determination, and whether you can follow the rules. All right, that's all for today's program. If you find our channel valuable, please give us a like, and we also welcome you to become our member to support us in making the channel more professional. Here, we have reorganized exclusive benefits for our members. We hope that in this round of the bull market, we can lead all our member friends to accumulate more Bitcoin, adding a zero to our assets. See you tomorrow.